it was like she was talking a totally foreign language.
It is a foreign language.
Well, up round Peterhead and Fraser, but it's quite a broad accent up there.
Yeah. Go on.
I was just gonna say that I'm ready to platoon.
Wanna go what game?
Alright.
2 or what?
I'm streaming, by the way. I don't know how to.
Oh, that one's packed, right? You still there, Reg?
Yeah, I'm still here.
There's somebody in there. Delta Phoenix. Room 6 open. There's nobody in there.
Wait, hey, can someone go to this link
Oh, okay.
and tell me if you get onto my stream?
Can't link it. You have to copy and paste it.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I mean I have to copy and paste it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually we can click a link, but you're making it hard for us old guys.
Ugh.
Well, I don't know how to. I'm new to this thing.
Right, go to your URL bar. Highlight it so it's all blue. Right click on it, copy it, then go down to the chat box. Click
No,
on that.
no, because this is from this is not like. Okay, This is exact what it has. Okay. Exactly.
It says this scheduled live stream hasn't started yet. June 16, 2014. Ah, well, that might work.
Oh, it's telling me I've got to sign in with bloody Google. Google. I don't like Google.
Lieutenant, it might be easier for you to actually just tell us what your channel name is.
MAL99TV.
Of course, you can just type that in the chat.
Yeah, because that second link you put on there is asking me if I want to start one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't want to start one.
For God's sake, no, don't let him start one.
No, please.
Tell you
Not likely it comes out.
tell you the truth, YouTube isn't as good as it sounds. It's better off go Twitch.
Two battles in artillery, both at Himmelsdorf. Unreal.
No, it's not pretty real.
Right, I've got you.
It was rough.
Alright, you guys on it now?
Yep, I'm going to it now.
How's the quality on it?
There's the link, direct link to his YouTube channel.
And there's the link to
How's the quality?
Yeah, you've got that. Looks nice.
How's the quality on the stream?
You brought the car in clean last time. It's ready to go when you are.
What? 1 second. Like, I can barely hear you guys. Like, this is getting annoying.
Yeah, you've got a delay. You've got a delay in your YouTube broadcast and what you're hearing on TeamSpeak. Because I'm hearing myself talking back through your system.
Yeah, I'll have it set up like that.
Yeah, but there's a delay, so it's off-putting. So I've turned your YouTube down, but yes, it looks fine.
Okay, so someone say something?
Something.
Okay.
Something.
Now you guys should be louder than the game.
You're probably just going to want to listen to one or the other.
What?
You're probably only going to want to listen.
For God's sake, how many times do I have to say something? Next person, I'm going to actually shove a torpedo down their tonsils.
But yeah, this is Dirt 3. In the snow. Because, you know, it's just a track. But it's called Dirt 3.
You said that once.
What? Like, you guys should totally get this game. It's like it's on sale right now. It's like $7.
No, I'll take it you're getting commission.
What?
No, I'll take it you're getting commission.
Why do you say that?
Because you wouldn't be pushing it if you didn't.
Pushing what?
The game.
Oh.
I'll take it.
What?
You really need to learn how to use Apex.
What do you mean?
Definitely, definitely.
What's Apex?
Apex Twin.
It's where you come in and come into your corner, then come out to the outside of the track. So you come into a corner and out.
Oh, yeah.
Widens your approach so you can carry more speed.
Brake going in, accelerate going out.
I'm not too big a fan on these snow and ice tracks. I prefer
Another piece. Go on.
I prefer the dirt tracks.
And the other thing is, turn off that damn line. You don't need it.
Turn off the what?
The line.
User
What you get.
disconnected.
Oh, yeah.
Track line. Turn that off and you'll be able to find your apexes. That's nowhere near your apexes.
For some reason this game likes to lag and it's really weird because I get like 100 FPS, but it's like, hey, this game's gonna run like crap for you.
It would be a hell of a lot more fun if you were mowing down pedestrians and shit like that.
If I was what?
For it.
Yeah. Scoring points for how many pedestrians you wipe out.
Everyone wants to play Death Race.
Death Race.
Yeah, the
Oh
idea
my
is
God.
essentially you drive around killing people as you go.
Dude. I would totally buy that.
Don't forget, you can upload that race footage to YouTube if you think it's good.
But it's got to be for the original Death Race, not the new one.
Exactly. The new one's useless.
Dude, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 last night. It was like $3, so I was like, heck yeah.
Do you know, we used to, when I was in the old clan, I'd been in there for 7 years, and they were all adults. And we used to run our own servers for different games, COD and Medal of Honor, etc. And we had a lot of cops in there. And one cop, Jim, he's dead now. He died a couple of years ago, bless him. He was real nice guy. And he was a Canadian mounted policeman. And he hated people calling him dude. He would have had a field day with you calling him. He
Really?
absolutely went nuts. Yeah, he says it's the biggest show of disrespect to anybody. Because obviously being a cop, you know, he arrests somebody or gets a little, and they go, dude, what's it called, dude? What's, and he hated it. Oh, dude. He said it's one way of him really making the arrest. You know, you might be getting pulled over for a traffic stop or whatever. You might just be going to get a warning.
God.
You start calling him dude, and that's it. You're getting a citation.
Really?
Yeah.
Normally I just turn around and said, I'm not a drunk constable. Or I'm not a cunt constable.
Yeah.
There you go, that's one.
Yeah. Who put the steering wheel on this set?
That was a horrible run. See, and I have to try to get as much drift points as possible. So like I try to pull off these like insane things, and it doesn't.
I'm going to put a link in now to one of the races I did in iRacing, and you'll see the Apexes in action if you watch it. If I can work out how to put the link in.
Just come and drive on some of the roads around here. You've got to use the apexes all the time. Either that way you've got to slow down to a snail's pace.
So, should Sabine Schmidt and who's this other guy that's going to be on Top Gear?
All good.
How on earth do you do text on this one?
Why?
Yeah, how do you...
If you drag your link and hit Control C, and then go down to the message and then hit Control V, it'll just copy it in it.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
So Top Gear, they've had what's his nuts? I can't remember his name. Chris
Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah. They said that they've got Sabine Schmidt and what's that other dude's name?
That was awesome.
Is he ginger?
Yeah, that's Chris Evans.
No, Chris Evans. Chris Evans is the first one. Then they got Sabine Schmidt. She's that German girl that can go through the Nürburgring like a monster. What the heck's it? They got 3 now.
Yeah, he has been.
User joined your
kind
channel.
of. He did mention it was out last week, wasn't it? Who the third one was going to be?
Yeah, I just saw the message actually.
Well, Chris Evans is
A tool.
You're either going to love him or hate him. He used to be a forklift driver from Manchester. He worked in a factory and drove a forklift truck. And then a twist of fate got him onto radio. And he became a multi-millionaire. He had television programs, radio programs, etc., etc. And then he blew the whole freaking lot. Partying, lavish lifestyle, etc., etc. He became bankrupt. He got sacked from the BBC, and then they took him back again. And now he's a millionaire again.
How is he going to manage Top Gear and radio? That is my question.
I don't know if he's going to carry on with the radio, to be honest.
No, he says he's going to. So.
Yeah.
It would work. It would work.
Watkins win. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
What game is it?
It's iRacing.
Oh, it's right there.
And he's a spec racer Ford's top speed about 125.
No one's watching now.
I can't remember what position I came in on this one. I think I was in the top 5 or something.
I was about to say, you was on top and she was screaming no. Nobody else got that joke? Okay.
Because right now I'm 14th in this race.
But yeah, someone should get this game. Play it, man.
Nah, that's alright. I'm enjoying Warships way too much.
Yeah, it's a decent game actually, Warships, isn't it?
Oh yes.
I spent like $70 on it. Now I don't play it.
I've actually been enjoying Armoured Warfare. I downloaded it in closed beta. I was in closed beta. Just played a few games of it, but since it's gone open, I hadn't bothered up until last week, and I've played quite a bit on it.
I haven't played it in a while.
Well, they're giving away 3 Type 59, aren't they? Tier 3 Type 59 if you log in between now and New Year. So, you know, it's actually, I mean, there's people who are saying it's crap and it's rubbish and this. It's actually a better tank in that game than it is in bloody what? I've got the Type 59 in what? I've played less than 200 games in it, and I've had it for 3.5 years. The one in Armoured Warfare, it's actually quite enjoyable.
I was about to say, you still haven't won a game.
yeah. I mean, it's the most overhyped vehicle in this game, that Type 59. It used to be when it was first introduced and there was wolf packs of it flying around and decimating everything, and it never saw anything above tier 8. It was way overpowered, but they have nerfed the hell out of it. It's still half decent, it's still a pretty decent tank, but it's got nothing spectacular about it. The gun is pretty near. It's got crap penetration, fairly bad aim time, reload isn't too bad. The armor on it. The armor on it is, well, yeah, it's about, yeah, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. The armor on it is pretty crap. You just need to shoot it in the right place, and you'll blow the bloody thing up with one hit. The whole of the side is an ammo rack. You know, keep shooting the sides, you'll blow it up.
Yeah, they destroyed the 59 in tanks.
Yeah, I mean, they nerfed its mobility. They nerfed every stat on it. And it's, to be honest, it would make a good tier 7, but a bad tier 8.
Like a Centurion 1.
Yeah, kind of.
I actually think the Centurion 1 plays better.
And yet everybody wants a Type 59. It's just, to be honest, the 34-3 is better. It's a better vehicle altogether.
Then I hear people say the 34-3 is just junk. It's crazy.
It's better than the Type 59.
Yeah, when you compare that to the Type 54, then it's...
So official welcome aboard, Two Socks. Sorry, I was down in another room. Got you all sorted out.
Yep, thank you very much.
And I think Fallon will be in next, I believe.
Well, she'll Fallen be on later tonight, and then probably for the next 7 days without interruption because she's off work.
Alright. Yeah, she had the day. It was a day out and a day behind, so that's all. See, beat her.
She will be pleased.
She's a bloody noob.
Hey, she plays better than I do, and I'm teaching her how to play with the little knowledge I know.
Blind leading there.
Deaf and dumb and blind.
I'm really glad my wife doesn't play any of these games. Because that would be the blind leading the blonde.
Don't forget, blonde is not a hair color, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, and she lives it fully, believe me.
Correction, blonde is not a lifestyle or hair color, it's an affliction.
It's a choice.
Hey, can you guys speak louder into the mic? Hang on.
No.
No,
My
you need to
wife
turn your
could
volume
run.
on.
My wife could run a small country.
Somebody's trying to cause trouble here, aren't they?
It feels like a setup.
They might get to have less online time if they do it. Well, it's cup of tea time for me.
Alright,
time to hit the fridge and grab it. Now then.
User disconnected from
time
your
to
channel.
hit the fridge and grab an ice cold John Smith's.
Oh,
Ice
you
cold?
bastard.
Yep.
Later.
John Smith Smooth. Straight from the Tadcaster Brewery. Thank you very much.
I used to drink a lot of burning bitter.
User left your channel.
Well, we used to park in Tadcaster every night. In fact, we knew nearly every local that there was in the town. My company used to, if you went into the town, it was a wash with yellow and black vehicles, because the whole company would be parked there. Because they had two breweries, Sam Smith's and John Smith's, and all the pubs sold cheap beer. So we used to park just opposite one of the pubs, the Britannia, in the car park come lorry park, and then you had the whole town. So it was fantastic. Everywhere else sold beer for like £2.20 a pint or something. You go to Tadcaster, it was £1.10.
Yeah, we used to go up into Burnley-on-Trent and go into one of the bars there, which had everything on barrel. No taps, just barrel.
Yeah.
And that was cheap. And it had to be cheap because there's no furniture because it kept getting destroyed.
Oh, God. No, it's a nice little town, Tadcaster. I mean, the beer, oh, man. Straight out the brewery, straight into the pub. No travel time, no nothing. The pubs were within 50 yards of the brewery.
Yeah, I was like the one we used to go to, but they had barrels, and they'd just go next door, grab them, and they were wooden barrels.
Yeah, that's what Tozzy had in the Britannia, wooden barrels.
Oh, great beer that was. Real beer.
Alright, gentlemen, you guys are making me thirsty. I think I'm going to have to go off and have a frozen beverage here. You guys have a good one.
None of this 3.0 alcohol crap. What's
User
served
disconnected
as food.
from your channel.
We call that hot.
Now, here in a little bit, I'm going to be going on a beer run.
You mean food run?
Right. Yeah, I got to go get food.
Liquid diet.
A lot of yeast. You know, the crazy thing is in the U.S., you cannot, if you're going to be like a microbrewer, you cannot brew your beer in barrels.
Why?
Well, I don't know why, but you can't brew your beer in barrels. But you can use what do they call it? After you've produced your beer, you can let it age in barrels to like they'll age it in whiskey barrels and all kinds of different things. But then you have to put it back in an aluminum keg if you're going to serve it that way.
Oh, how that's silly.
Welcome to the United States.
I wondered why I'd never seen wooden kegs anywhere.
You won't. Illegal, immoral, socially unacceptable to the FDA. Or the ATF, actually, at that point in time.
Yeah, it's the ATF.
when you go up to Scotland, I mean, we used to do what they call the whiskey runs, where we'd go around and we'd collect whiskey from Scotland, all the distilleries in Scotland, and then we'd export it to Europe. And you'd set out and you'd head off up the east coast, and then you come across the top and then back down the centre, picking up your whiskey collections. And then when you got to your last one, you had to be able to make it to the ship in one shift. You weren't allowed to stop out overnight for obvious reasons. So if you couldn't make it back to the ship, then you had to stay in the distillery overnight and set off the next morning. And the amount of barrels that they had there, oak barrels, that were 100, 150-year-old, they were still in the distilleries. You know, I mean, the real... These things, they must be, if they were to sell them, I guess they'd make a fortune out of them. But they had thousands of them, thousands and thousands of these oak barrels. The guy said some of them are over 100-year-old, you know, so whether he was bullshitting or not, I don't know. But being made of oak, I can imagine it.
They've been making whiskey in Ireland for a long time.
Yeah. My recruiting sergeant was a guy called Paddy Fox. He's one of the Chelsea pensioners now, actually. He was on the... He's always... If there's a TV crew goes to see the Chelsea pensioners, Paddy Fox is there. And he invited myself and my wife down to his house one night over Christmas many, many years ago, 30-odd years ago. So we went down, and he'd just been to Ireland and came back with some poitín. And we sat and enjoyed a glass or two of poitín. We could barely get home. It nigh on killed the pair of us. It's like moonshine, isn't it? It's the Irish equivalent of moonshine. It's made of potatoes.
Sounds good. Yeah, my wife she has traveled extensively. She's been Europe, UK, Asia, Malaysia, North Africa, working in the garment industry, the clothing industry. And we're hitting Europe, and we're going to the UK. London is her favorite place in the world. Paris is probably number 2.
Yeah, most Brits hate London. They wouldn't be seen dead there. It's a horrible place.
Where, London?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's bloody awful. It's one of the worst places in the world you can go. I've travelled all over Europe, nearly every major city. I used to drive over in Europe, drive trucks over in Europe. And I would rather drive through madhouses like Milan and
user joined your channel,
Paris and places like that than go to London. It's just horrible.
Well, her view of London was I would imagine trying to travel with me, especially in London, would probably not work out very good for her, because, you know, she worked for those people in New York, and she stayed at the, 5 stars, and, limousines and cars and drivers and everything else. And I would imagine if she actually saw how most people have to live in London, she would hate it.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, as a trucker in London, I've many a time had to stop and ask for directions. And I kid you not, finding somebody that actually talks English is an achievement.
Oh, I can imagine the.
It's full. It's actually there's that many tourists that it
Tourists
just you can't, you know, you'll stop and you'll say, "Excuse me, can you tell me where this place is?" And they'll go, "Sorry, man, don't come from here." You know, and you could ask 100 people. You'd be lucky if you found a Londoner.
Lots of Indians, lots of Muslims.
Oh hell yeah!
Things have really changed since I was there. I loved my time when I visited.
How long ago was that?
Early 80s, so it's been 30 years.
Yeah. To be honest, back in the early 80s, when did I go to? I went to Germany. I moved to Germany in 1980. In the 70s, I was based in Windsor, and we used to shop in a place called Slough, which isn't far from Windsor. And it was predominantly, not wishing to sound racist because I'm not, but it was predominantly white people in Slough at that time. Slough and Windsor. Apart from tourists, that's what you saw. We went to Germany, and when we came back, we walked into the shopping centre in Slough, and we were the only white people there. And that's no lie. I looked around and I said to the wife, "Do you know something, Pet? We are the only white faces in this town centre." I never saw another one. That was kind of a wake-up call, because we'd moved out of the country for a number of years and then moved back. It was like, holy crap! There's no white people live here now. They'd moved. You know, the city centre was predominantly Asian.
Yeah, I was stationed in Mildenhall from 81 to 84, and couldn't tell you how pleasant everybody was.
Oh, nice enough people, yeah. It's just, I mean, times have changed a lot since you were there. They really have. I mean, up where I live now, there's one, two, there's one black family and two Asian families and a Chinese family who live here in the town I live in. That's it. But if you go into a bigger town, I mean, it's only a village of about 3,000, 4,000 people here. But if you go into a big town, you know, if you went to Middlesbrough or Sunderland, then you're looking thousands, tens of thousands that live there. So I mean, it's all the villages around here are roughly around about 3,000 or 4,000 people, and there's very, very few people who weren't born here. You know, weren't. Sorry, that sounds ignorant. Native white people that were born in this area, because people tend to stay around here. They don't move out, and people don't move in. So it's kind of the same families have lived here for generations. I mean, I left and went and joined the army and then came back.
I was in the Air Force when I was over there, and I'd love to take my wife back over, but it just doesn't sound like the same place anymore. I don't know if I would like it as well as I did then or not.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's good and bad everywhere, and good and bad in every people. But the British cities have been inundated with immigration. They have absolutely been decimated. It's almost getting to ghetto status in certain areas. You know, because the buy out complete areas, and it's rare that you will see, it's especially in the big cities, you won't see like a predominantly white area
User
anymore.
joined your channel.
Sorry guys, I drop in. Rhino, do you have a second? Rhino? Anybody?
We
I
can
think
hear
he's-
you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nice. Listen guys, a player from North America dropped in my room and I can't find him on my list. He wants to play, but there is he is still probably waiting for an interview, but I don't understand how he can get to me. Can I drag him here?
Sure.
Okay, I'll bring him up.
User left your channel.
Okay, now I've got a uni tag. Does that mean that my games will play better?
No, no. Now you will be targeted.
Oh, cool.
Because you're a scumbag clanny.
Clannies.
Is that like carnies?
Kind of. It's very similar.
Oh, okay. I already get targeted because I'm in an invincible tank. When I was just in a heavy tank or any other sort of tank, I'd get one person shooting at me. Now I'm in this 88, I'll get 6 or 7 shooting at me.
Join the club
Yeah.
there.
The beauty is they bounce though.
Yeah, a lot of times. But why can't they just leave me alone so I can play the game?
So inconvenient having enemies shooting at you, really, isn't it?
It is. They need to be more considerate. But saying that, sometimes it feels like I'm playing with artificial intelligence.
You are. I'm convinced that we are. Because there are an awful lot of average to good players that have left this game completely. But the numbers are staying around about the same. And they're at high tiers. And if you look at the high tiers, how many people have got worse than bot-like stats or bot-like stats? It has increased dramatically over the past,
User
I would
joined
say,
your channel.
8 months. It's increased dramatically, but the past 4 months it's got really bad. So it's I'm convinced there is AI in here somewhere.
I'm not artificial. I'm just dumb as hell.
Well, yeah, there's people like that as well. I mean, we're not all, we can all have bad days and bad games, but I mean, some of these players, you sit and watch them, and you just know that they aren't actually playing. It's a scripted thing that's happening, and it's so frustrating because sometimes you might just have 1 or 2 on your team, you might have none on your team, but other times it looks like you've got 10 on your team.
So, if you have good days and bad days, when's a good day start?
Usually on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
They always start Tuesday.
I missed it this weekend.
User left your channel.
Okay, I'll wait till next week, see if it's any better. I have so much to learn and so much time to spend doing it. But yesterday I had a good run. I brought my M8 score up. It came up pretty well yesterday. It's going to drop back today because I'm in for tier 6. So it's going to drop back today, and tomorrow hopefully it'll come back up again.
Yeah, mate, it's a lovely little tank.
Yeah, 88. It's okay. It's very sluggish, which I'm getting used to, and I've still got to research for bigger gun.
Sorry, I thought you said the M8, not the 88.
Oh no, Fallen runs the M8. I think. Is that for Sherman?
It's a little tier 4 TD, I think it is. It's a lovely little thing. That and the T67, fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't tried that. I've done the 82, the Electo, and now I'm in the 88.
That Electo actually made me abandon the British TV line.
I enjoyed
Really?
it, same as the 82. I got really good with the 82 too.
I went through it.
There's a lot of people actually love that Electo.
It's a great little tank.
Yeah, there's a lot of people play exclusively that because they think it's so good. I played it and worked through it, and I've never been back to it, so I can't really pass judgment on it.
I had trouble with the tier 3, coming up, and when I got to that one, everything changed.
I still love that little AT2. People are getting to know how to shoot it now, or shoot at it now.
Yeah, but there's still games where I get sort of like 35 bounced hits, and that really makes me chuckle.
Especially when they start shooting gold at you and you start bouncing all of them.
Oh yeah, I love that when I see the gold come up and it's like, oh, you dozy bugger. Especially if it's a tier 3.
Oh, I like it when I bounce those tier 5s that are shooting gold at me.
Yeah, tier 6s bounce pretty well as well off the 5s.
I just laugh.
It's when I get permatracked I get annoyed.
Don't anger on the enemy team if I'm in Burt then. Because I just love keeping people permatracked.
Yeah, I hate it.
I do too.
88, all these TDs, you got no recourse if somebody tracks your perma. You're dead in the water.
Any of the ATs are like that.
Okay, now listen in, gentlemen. John Smith, smooth.
Piss off. That's all I can say to him, Adder. Go away and play with yourself.
Did that just sound so nice?
Can we strangle him?
Oh, dear me, that's heaven. Heaven in a can.
When the hell did they take the view range away from the destroyers?
I think that was like 9.6 maybe, 9.7.
Yeah, it was a few It was a few patches ago, wasn't it?
Warships.
Oh, not tank destroyers. I don't know. That was in the last was it the last patch on the warships? They made some major changes on that one, didn't they? Or was it the one before that?
God, I'm like blind, and I'm like the vision for the team.
Yeah, you've got to get up that bit closer now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Bit too close sometimes.
Yee, get up there in their faces.
User left your channel.
Wow. I'm glad I quit playing that game. Be right back, guys.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
I gotta reboot real quick, guys. I'll be back.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Hello, user.
Evening, user.
I'm back.
He's not a user, he's an addict.
Oh no. You would think they'd come up with a better way to greet people other than user has joined your channel.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if they kind of made half an attempt to pronounce the name.
Yeah, but if you ever listen to how computers pronounce names, they'd get them all wrong.
Yeah, I know. And even if they did get it right, you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, a friend of mine had a mod for his TeamSpeak that said, "Asshole, join the room."
Actually, I think
Yeah,
we
they
should
could
look to see if we can modify the things. You know, whoever holds our TeamSpeak channel should see if they could modify it, and maybe when someone leaves, they could put Apu from The Simpsons in there saying, "Thank you, come again."
Oh my! Now that would be interesting.
No one would be offended by that, would they?
I'd have to laugh my ass off.
Anyone in here ever watched the Family Guy?
No.
Well, you know, it's quasi-political, and I was watching an interview with the creator of it, and it's really interesting. It takes 1 year for them to animate each show, so they have to anticipate politics a year in advance, and they get it so damn accurate.
Yeah, it's like The Simpsons. I never watched that neither. Everybody talks about The Simpsons, and it's
I
like,
haven't
nah,
watched
never
it
watched
forever, man. But you know, there's so many popular culture references that it pops up.
Yeah, I've two nephews. Oh God, they'll be about 18 or 19 now, and they love The Simpsons. Always loved The Simpsons growing up. Did you watch it? No, I didn't, Stevie.
Yeah,
Never
but Bart
watched
should
it.
be about 32 by now. So
Yeah.